back in the magical land of Dragomir. I don't need headphones for this. Oh, good. Excellent. Now I'm at the place where we have better, faster internet, but the network that we run on apparently is being a horrible, horrible network. Yay! So anyway, we're reloading the game here. Today, in the Dragon Fighters Dungeon Wars world, we're going to do a little exploring into creating a great party. How do you have a great party? How do you build a great party? What's a party? Not quite a dance party yet, but I don't even want to reveal anything. Let's just say Dance Party Island. It's on my to-do list. And by my to-do list, I mean my list of things for other people to do on the other side of this camera. So, we introduced you slightly to the characters before. We've got Mona Lisa Goodsmirk, the archer. I've got her fairly souped up here. You can go into the upgrades, of course, and change everything. We have all kinds of different weapons, crossbows that shoot faster, long bows that are slower but more powerful, greater range, etc. Click on the little eye, and you get your information. Eye usually means information. And you can compare or contrast everything. So, for example, the crossbows, which are automatic Gatling crossbows, their attack speed is usually pretty quick, but their damage isn't as high as something else, or their range usually isn't as far, depending on which one you get, and how you upgrade it. You have fairly limitless options. I'm going to put this one back on because it's a big crazy bow, and we're probably going to go into some of the higher levels and have some fun there because there's lots of crazy things to prepare for and worry about in those places. So, party-wise, there's a lot of different ways to go about this, of course. Mona, because of her bow, usually has a bit more range, so if you do plan on encountering a pile of face macers, which you will, I would try to have somebody with a long range like that because everybody else will just get in close and get their face smashed off while they're trying to destroy it. Kalyden, for example, he doesn't really shoot anything, but you get him into a room and spin him around or do any of his special moves, he'll decimate a lot of things. He's a big tank and he's tough, and there he is waving. What a happy guy. But I would never want to go into a battle with just Kalyden because you run into a room with faraway stuff. I really have a personal issue with getting up close to fight. I don't know. That's why guns were invented. I'm not a violent person, and I'm not trying to encourage wars. But if I was to go to war, I'd rather go with a gun than a knife. You don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Something. This is not a fork. There is no spoon. Shelby. Crispy. She's also has some really good projectiles, but in her special attack repertoire, whatever you want to call it, she has some really good close range stuff. So again, if she gets swarmed, you can bat those guys away, and she's got a lot of power. I don't know, she's really fun. A lot of her laser or heat vision power is just so cool that I can't resist using it. So. My party is usually thus. We got Owen in a fun outfit there with his little baby Cthulhu. Shelby, because she's got all the power. And Mona, because she's got the distance. And both Owen and Mona have some really nice just spin attacks to clear a room. And I personally like having that, but sometimes you don't. So let's do a round with those three and see how that feels. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe you won't choose anything different than what I would use. I'm okay with that. I'm not here to judge you. Go into the story mode and find one of those crazy high-end levels in the Firelands, for example. Oh god, I'm legitimately terrified to click on any of these. Let's go to level 43 and see what's going on there. It's been a few hours since I've tried this out, and I've already forgotten how many crazy things are there. Each dragon just makes me burn hotter. Where's the next one? You ever try relaxing? I think you could use some yoga classes, Owen says. Good story. Good story. I wrote that. Actually, I think Mike wrote that one. Either way, we're having a great time. I'm not going to stop talking, and that's okay. Just going to watch this load for a second. This normally loads way faster, especially here, but for some reason today, the internet is against me. Yeah, this place is terrifying. I know that these walls are hard to smash through. I know that those face macers are very high end, and so are those Gatling bows. I don't even want to go through. I want to turn around and go home. I'm going to do that. That's as far as... Oh, yeah. It's as far down the stairs as I can make it, so I guess I got to go in there. So watch, with this upgrades that I have here, I jump in and spin. I do a little bit of damage. I'm almost protected from this bow over here. Oops. Wreck it. And then the Gatling bow. So like I said, I want to stay back and hit those before getting my face smashed off 6 ways from Sunday. So there we go. Done like dinner. Go through, and then we got a bunch of dragons and stuff. So, Mona has some half decent power, but there we go. She's dead. So I'm going to spin around. Oh my god, everybody's getting destroyed. Okay, I guess I should have upgraded everybody. These guys are still fairly low level for such a high level to be in. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through here, actually. This is bananas. If I take my time, I don't. Okay, these are shuriken shooters. They're like little mailboxes or lawn ornaments that shoot ninja stars at you, so that's pretty fun. Okay, the totem is right there, but there's a giant crazy dragon, and I have one hero left, half health. Let's see what we can do here. Heat vision. Did it. I'm a pro. All right, don't try this at home. And by don't try this at home, I mean download this and then try that at home. It's free. And it's fun. And it's pretty easy. It's literally all based on tapping. If you ever find yourself trying to play a game or an app of some kind and you're doing the tappa and you're like, it's not working, try pressing. Try like a press and a hold. Seen a lot of people lately that don't seem to understand that. I don't know. I grew up in a world with like buttons, like arcade buttons that would get sticky, that would get jammed up, and sometimes you just had to physically hit them with some force. And in the app world, people are terrified to poke right through their phone, I guess, and your phone is pretty tough. I mean, I've dropped this iPad a few times. Brent over there's dropped his off a fridge. My phone vibrated itself off the table the other day. I didn't even know it was set to vibrate. They're all still fine. Your fingers aren't that powerful, so you can give it a nice, gentle press to get to where you want to go. And this network error is killing me, so I'm going to restart here. Please don't blame the game. It is not the game, I promise. This one is purely network. So I'm just going to reload again, and then we're going to try a different team. And in that one, I didn't even go through the team that much. That level was way too hard, and I can fill loading time with words forever. I really can. This is old hat to me. Story. And if we click on this fancy airship, we can go anywhere on the map that we've already been. So I'm going to drop back down to O'Donoghue Spires. That's a little more the level of these characters are at. Again, although I did complete that level, everybody kind of got pretty killed. So now that everybody's dead, we'll make a new team anyway. So let's get rid of Shelby, and let's give you some Owen, add to party, and some Durandus, Owen's friend, and let's go Godiva, Owen's love interest. Oh, I did not put Durandus in there. Alright, done. Alright, let's check out level 14. Seems like a good solid number. Hit the next button. If I didn't mention this before, you can always swap new heroes in and out on this menu. Just by tapping on those pictures at the top of the screen there. If a level requires a hero, they'll give you a thing that lets you just tap and then it'll kind of do it for you. You can tap on them, make them dance and jump around. Like I said, it's like a dance party island. Alright, so Godiva, she's got some good power. She's decent speed-wise for getting around. But as far as, you know, getting ambushed from behind, I find I usually get ambushed from behind with her. She has a good all-around attack, but some of these swarms are too big, so she kind of will hit up a handful of people if you use her maximum special attack. And when she dies, you want to have somebody who can get you out of a good spinning swarm jam. But like I said, she's usually got some pretty good power to mow through everything. I love this. Oop, I went the wrong way. That special there, where she just kind of makes a little wall of ice chunks that just cut through things. I'm gonna rush through here, and oh, I got pushed back by a baby dragon. I'll show you the big attack here on these big guys, and Springer. So they get hit with like a big encasement of ice, and it's great, but like I said, it's not the most accurate of kill everybody in the room maneuvers. So I'm not saying I don't recommend her. And then Owen is here. Let's run around with him before destroying the castle totem. He's really fast, so as far as like avoiding stuff, if there is a nice little hallway full of things that are shooting at you, he's a good one for getting through areas quick. So if you know, say you do have, say a Durandus who's got some good close range fighting ability, but once you've got, again, like a bunch of stuff in the room and you're just like, I can't take this, I don't have the power, you gear down, or gear up to Owen and just run through. And let's just blow this up with Godiva. That's another level. Hakuna Matata. It means no words. Roughly translated, based on Disney films. Now, I'm gonna go do another level with another party, and I'm gonna do it from right in the selection area instead of going out, and I'll let you, the audience, choose, just like Blue's Clues. Which one do you want? Oh, you're pointing at Clyden? Okay. I know that you're not. I'm not one of those horrible people. So let's get these guys out of the party. Clyden, bang, he's the king of the party. Decisions. Did we see much of... Yeah, let's go Durandus again. We didn't see much of her. And I personally, I usually like to have Mona with me in any sort of adventure. Again, because of the range. And especially with these two guys. If I do end up in a situation where there's stuff that I want to shoot from a distance, I'd like to have the option to be able to do that. I think it's a good idea to get used to swapping through characters. There is a little rest time they need. This is a pretty intense battle, but you know, that's cool. That's my light. So anyway, here goes Clyden. He's gonna walk in here. Let's watch him hit something with a mace. Bang. So again, he's a little tank. He just needs to bop things. I kind of like fighting the little dragons with him. I don't know what's wrong with me, what kind of masochist that is, but I like seeing this big giant guy hit little baby chicken dragons on the head, and then they just kind of, you know, disappear and die. So see, like, to get into these face macers, I'm definitely getting my face hit with him, and I really don't like that. He can take it. He's got a big face, but on a personal level, on a more emotional level, I don't like doing that to people. All right, these guys. See how fun that was. Now, special attack wise, I don't have a whole lot of things here, but let's spin around, smash all this furniture, kill this thing. Smash. There we go. And right now, I think I'm just out of range of the cannon. As Clyde, and I can just run in and hit it with a hammer. I'm going to switch over to Durandus, and I'm going to rock through it with some rock and or roll. So her first special attack, I really like. It's like a good handful of shots in one. Here. So I find she's really great for instances where you have like a bunch of walls in front of something, and you want to kill the thing and get through the wall at the same time without dealing with walls. You throw one of her attacks, or her special attack, and I find she just kind of blows through that stuff. And again, she has a good all-around attack with her third special, but it's kind of a close range deal, so you gotta run right up to it and then hit that, and she'll go a little bananas. See, that face mazer totally survived. That's not cool. Anyway, destroyed. Another level 1. I'm pretty great at this game. I don't know. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm basically the best. I'm really the worst. Other strategies you might want to think about when you're picking your party and putting that together. Over here on the left side, where you can't see where I'm actually pointing, but there's a little eye next to the character's name. And of course you can just see the stats there and you see what they're going to do when you do get in there. But you hit that eye, and we also have elemental resistance. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but some of the dragons look like they're kind of fire-based. Some of them look like they shoot shadow magic. Some shoot light magic. Very similar to how all the characters are laid out. So if you go in there, and you go to a level, and it's like, that was really hard. I couldn't seem to beat any of those guys. It's because they had a good resistance against whatever you were, so you want to get somebody who has a good resistance about. In regards to whatever that is, and that's, I don't know, I consider it cheating, but other people consider it strategy. Strategy is just a fancy way to line up. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's, I mean, you can get a little deeper into that. You can check all of these numbers. Like I said, you go into the upgrades. Down at the bottom right here, you can see what you ended up with for each of your special attacks, what your weapon does to your hero, and then see it all compiled outside. Your pets are great. A lot of people complain, how come my pet doesn't do anything? It does so much. One, it's adorable usually, and two, look at that guy. Adorable. And violent looking. So they usually add something. In this case, this guy gives you some mana regen that's speeds you up a little faster, and some move speed, so you get faster and your ability to use your special attack gets faster. Some of them give you a health boost. Whatever options there are, they do something for all of those, or at least one of them does. And once again, I don't know, that's another fun adventure of Dragon Fighters. I'm just gonna soup up a character real quick as we round out this day, because I have to actually go home soon. And I'm going to put Shelby in her high-end gear. Oh, she's already in that top. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to go back to Mona again. And load her up with... So, again, so in the top corner here you can see what special attack each body part affects / armor, and click on it and see what it's going to do and which one it is. So there's a little icon in each. You tap that little icon, you get your info there. You tap the eye on the piece of armor, and it also gives you what it's going to add, what it's going to subtract, depending on how high you are. So if you get the highest head, since that's what controls the spin attack, then your spin attack is going to be more deadly than ever. Here's some magic armor and excess, and let's crank up Durandus for fun, because she's got some fun outfits. I'm going to throw this crazy hair on her, and then go with this crazy army jacket, and as much as that's my favorite skirt / pant leg, I'm going to get this power legs, and let's crank up her guitar a notch. Oh, I already did, so I got a guitar with an axe on it. That's probably a good thing to have when you're, you're trying to kill things with music. Done. If you forget to add or subtract to your party before you get there, like in your hero menu where you just were, like I did, I forgot to get rid of Clyden. Get out of here and replace him back with Mona. Get in here, and who else did I want? I'm gonna go with Owen again. I don't know, you can pick your favorites, it's totally up to you. I'm not here to tell you how to play this game, I'm just here to tell you how you can play this game. Back in the same level again, I think. But let's watch how easy that exact same level is with these guys souped up and team reoriented. So already 100 times faster than it was. Break out these guys, come around this corner. And that cleared that whole corner, whereas Owen was useless, or whoever I tried to clear that corner with. 3 arrows through there. Shoot 3 arrows through there. And see, I'm only taking a little bit of damage, and I've gotten through a whole pile of face macers. My mana's filled back up again because of my little pet, helping my mana regenerate faster. And I run in and spam. And that's what you call teamwork. Let's do teamwork. I'm going to switch over to Owen, and he's going to finish the job with his crazy spin attack, Shadow Monsters. Everybody feels like a winner. Next level. So yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, Dragon Fighters, Dungeon Wars, you can download it and play it, and make your own videos, tell me about it. There's an email in the settings section here, and it looks like I'm frozen. But I'm not. In the settings, you send your email, send us a link, right there. I don't care. Or find me on Facebook and tell me that you made a video of this game, and I will watch it and talk about it. And I don't even know what else. The options are fairly not endless. There's like 30 options. That's a lot of options. Anyway, I'm done now. Don't know how to stop.